Another períphrasis for infinitive is haber de plus infinitive. For example, hemos de ir al centro. Han de saber que esto es importante. What do these phrases mean? How can we use these periphrases? Let's see. So when we use haber de plus infinitive, it's because we are referring to necessity, obligation, or intention. So the meaning would be the same as have to, like tengo que, or deber plus infinitive. It means the same as have to, tener que, or deber. It's just that we do not use this normally. We don't go around using this períphrasis verbal. It's more of a literary thing, so we will see this in books, or it is very, very formal. So for example, in the examples before, hemos de ir al centro means that we will go, we have to go downtown. Has de saber que esto es importante. You must know, you will know, you have to know that this is important. For example, how would you say I have to study for the exam using this períphrasis? That would be he de estudiar para el examen. I have to study for this exam. How about you must speak to the director? How would you say that with this períphrasis? You must speak to the director. Has de hablar con el director. There may be some countries where people would use these períphrasis in a normal speech, but generally it is very formal and it is for literary content. So here you have the conjugation. It is the conjugation for the verb haber in the present, and then obviously we follow that by de and then an infinitive. Sometimes we can use this in different contexts. Context number 1, for example, to express formal obligation or not to be so direct. So I can say, has de presentar los documentos antes del viernes, instead of tienes que or debes. Debes sounds very, very harsh for us, so we would not use debes unless we want to be really demanding or direct. So has de is a very polite, formal way of not being so direct. Number 2, to express intention or destination. For example, he de viajar a México este año, meaning I have to travel to Mexico this year. And use number 3 mainly for literature and formal speech. For example, hemos de aceptar nuestro destino. We need to accept our destiny, so it sounds very, very poetic when we express thoughts this way.